What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I am back in the building. And this time, honey, I am back with a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 7, episode 7, honey. Let's get off into it. Before we get started, you guys, I am very fucking sick of Mariah. I'm just sick of her. I'm sick of all this. I need to prove to everybody I wasn't on drugs. I need to prove this, I need to prove that, and she does the same shit over and over again. She keeps trying to win the ladies over through dissing Quad. Like, okay, so her and Quad were best friends, I guess, when this show started. So it's this competition in her head. I don't think Quad is in competition with her, but I think Mariah very much so resents Quad. Quad has been very successful. Sister Circle, her cookbook. Yes, she's divorced from Dr. G, but guess what? That ain't nothing but a stepping stone, Quad, for you to get with a better man. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I just feel like she's jealous of Quad, and there is this big thing with the group where she wants there to be a divide, and she wants Quad by herself, and she wants all the girls to rally around her, believe her truth, and believe all the bullshit that she puts out there. You know, she wants everybody to believe her shit and then question Quad. That is what she wants to do. That's her whole intention, her whole purpose. Okay, like I always say, behavior reflects intentions. So the episode starts off where they left off last time. We got Quad and Heavenly. They're in their room talking. Heavenly is just like, you know, you're not perpetuating any of this, Quad. You know, she is. She keeps bringing it up. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Mariah, stop bringing this shit up. I don't even think any of us care if you did it, if you didn't. The fact that you keep trying to prove yourself, the fact that you are still so bothered by all of this. And don't get me wrong, you guys, somebody accusing you of drugs, you know, it is a big deal. I'm not trying to say it's not. But at the same time, if you know you didn't do it, then just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up with all these tests. Shut the fuck up with trying to win everybody over, trying to get everybody's approval. These women don't like you like that. You're not likable. You know, you're manipulative. You're trying to your test results are for you to manipulate everybody's mind into thinking that your ass is what? You're innocent. And I don't care what the test results say. I'm team Quad. I believe Quad. Because Quad is still not backing up off of her story. She has not backpedaled yet. She said, I seen what I seen, okay? And I ain't coming up off of that. And just like Quad said, you know, Mariah keeps saying, well, I can't believe she did this to me and all the girls are turning against me. Just like Quad said, you did a lot of shit to me. Mariah, you started this at last reunion when you got your ass up there and said that you saw Quad with your brother-in-law's t-shirt on. You didn't even have the audacity to say you saw her fucking your sister's man. You didn't say that, but you wanted to put it out there that Quad is a hoe. She slept with your sister's husband. And then you went on to be friends with this bitch. Like, I know you lying because it don't make sense. And I know you would lie about some shit like this because you the same one talk about you had receipts on Heavenly's husband. You ain't had no damn receipts. We ain't seen shit. Okay, we just heard your motherfucking mouth going a mile a minute. You know, so girl, sit your ass down. And we see Jackie and Contessa, you know, they're talking. And then Jackie had said, oh, well, somewhere everything took a turn. There's a whole bunch of screaming and shouting and all of us are bad people. She's referring to Mariah, who is trying to be manipulative about this situation, who is trying to gaslight this situation into the other women believing her story over Quad's. Okay, she doesn't have enough sense, you guys, to keep the shit with Quad. Now she's trying to divide and conquer the whole group. Mariah, I got your motherfucking number, bitch. I see you, okay? I see what you're doing. um, Jackie sees what Mariah is doing. She's not going to say it with the ladies or even to her good girlfriend, Simone, not Mariah. Jackie is very smart, you guys. As boring as Jackie can be, as dull as, the old lady that work at the library, is how Jackie can act with her personality. She could be dry. She's very smart. I watch Jackie. And a lot of times, if you watch Jackie, she's listening to them. She doesn't be speaking all over people. She listens. She's observing. And Mariah and her actions and her hasty, childish behavior, Jackie already knew that wasn't nothing but a tantrum because you're guilty, So I'm going to talk about more of it, you guys, as it comes along. So let's get to some other stuff. Okay, so we see Mariah and Simone talking. And Simone is sitting up there listening to Mariah's bullshit. And I really feel like Simone is only listening to Mariah's bullshit because she's having issues with Quad. Because y'all remember at one point, most of the women in the circle chose Quad, over Mariah. They liked her more and, she's just more likable. They felt like she was more genuine. Now, is Quad perfect? No, she's over the top. You know what I realized with Quad, you guys? She is like the Angela Bassett of this group. She's very dramatic with how she, does her little speeches and shit and, how she says things. So, yeah, I'm going to call Quad the Angela Bassett of this group. But, yeah, Simone has taken a side and it is Mariah's. And it's as simple as that. It's not really because she feels Mariah is telling the truth. She's just so sick of Quad shit that she's, has her eyes and her ears open to Mariah and the shit that she's saying. And y'all remember last episode, Mariah was talking shit about Simone, okay? She was crying on the phone to Aiden, and what did she say? Well, none of them had my back. I mean, Toya had my back, but Simone didn't say nothing. Jackie didn't say nothing. Did nobody have my back? Did nobody this? She sat down with Simone. They talked, and Simone said, well, I feel really bad for you, and how do you feel about me? Now, bitch, say all that shit that you said last week. You didn't say that. I think you're in a tough position. And I just feel like I put you in a tough spot. And, Yeah, that's right. Mariah told Simone, you're in a tough spot and we're fine. Everything is all good with us. No, like, y'all set up here. You Mariah fans, come on now. Y'all that sat up here and saw this bitch lie. That ain't what she was saying on the last week's episode. Okay, tell Simone how you're disappointed in her and how she was quiet and didn't have your back. And I could never be friends with Mariah. Mariah is that friend that wants you to tell her what she wants to hear. She doesn't want to hear the truth. She just want to be told what she wants to hear all the time. And bitch, I ain't got time for that. I be done cut your ass off. Mariah said that all of this is just a trashy hood rat mess. That ain't too far from what you are. I thought you was being trashy and acting like a hood rat when you brought up that situation with Quad that sounded like a lie of Quad sleeping with your brother-in-law. And, I just felt like all of that was too much, okay? Mariah, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite, okay? The joke is now on you, okay? So you should have kept your damn mouth shut about whatever you supposedly saw, whatever story you fabricated to try to throw Quad under the bus and get these women to turn against her. That's what she wanted to do. That's what she wanted to do, and it was an epic fail. Now you around this motherfucker doing 10 drug tests. I don't believe the drug test, you guys. I don't give a fuck how far back it goes. Bitch, you was sniffing that shit probably, allegedly. Okay, so I could cover my ass, okay? I believe she did it. I do. You're acting way too guilty. I know narcissistic people when I see it. I know psychopaths when I see it. I know people that try to manipulate, play the victim, be guilty than a motherfucker. And she It's just written all over your face, honey. You don't have to say a word. You ain't got to say shit. Your ass is guilty. It would do you good now, Mariah, to just keep your damn mouth shut. That's what it would do. That's what you need to do. Okay, so we see Simone and Buffy, they're reading. Jackie got them on her little video camera. She trying to figure out, what they're doing. Heavenly is talking to Daddy. He's all smiles. Quad jumps into their conversation. He just wanted to know, is everybody getting along? Everything all good? Quad was like, no, Dr. Damon, it's some drama, of course. Daddy said that he liked working on his music, honey, when Heavenly ain't around. Did y'all see them in a little confessional? They are so cute. I think that their relationship is a really good balance, so they are so cute. We see Eugene working on the pool, honey, trying to get some work in. We see one of their little boys come down there. He trying to help Eugene with the pool. Okay, so next we got Scott. He is at Cecil's house, honey. He is at the boom boom room, honey. They getting ready to have some food and have some drinks. He gets to talking to Cecil about Contessa. I like the fact that Scott said, well, I hired her babysitter, that way I could come and hang out with Cecil. That's good. Keep hiring babysitters, Scott. That way you get a balance of work, hanging out with your friends. I do not believe in men and women, not having a social life while they have children. Your children are not your life. Okay. I do not promote that on this channel. You can love your children. I adore my daughter, but I always make time for myself, making sure I'm good. That way I could properly love and give to her. And I'm glad that Scott is taking his time to do this. But my thing is, why the hell y'all didn't hire the babysitter for when this girl was in school? I'm just saying, y'all doing stuff kind of backwards. Cecil began sharing with Scott, I think that you guys should go to counseling. Counseling should bring you all back together. That way that you and your wife can get on the same page. And, because you don't want these issues between you and your wife to get worse. And like I said, you all they really needed to do was hire somebody. I don't know why they are making this storyline bigger than what it needs to be. All they needed to do was hire somebody while she was at school. We got Contessa talking to Jackie. She's saying that she's starting to feel, resentful because she had to drop out of school. Contessa, you did that on your own. You dropped out of school. That man didn't tell you to drop out of school. You should have hired a babysitter, like I said, and then you wouldn't have half these issues. I also think, Contessa, you need to realize that your man is a man. He wants to hang out with his friends. He don't want to just go to work and deal with all them damn kids all the time. He wants to have his own life, and there needs to be a balance. What I'm saying? Yes, he is their dad. He can cook and do for them. But, same way you get out with your homegirls, he need to have his own life and you need to respect that. And I feel, you guys, as soon as they both get on the same page, start working with a counselor, hire a babysitter, because it ain't like you motherfuckers ain't got the money. I'm just saying, all should be well with you all. It was funny because Jackie had told Contessa, she was just like, well, you need to go to counseling to work on these issues. Contessa was just like, well, no, I don't have to go to counseling. I got you. And Jackie was like, no, you need to go to counseling. Contessa, you kind of frugal with your coins, honey. I see you trying to get out of paying a counselor to help you with your issues, girl. So we got that fake ass Mariah the next day sitting with her damn sidekick Toya. I'm about sick of both of these hoes at this point. Mariah talking about, oh, I'm not gonna be a bitter Betty. Bitch, it's too late for that, okay? And all the shit you gonna do towards the end of this episode, girl, you's fake. You don't even know how to just skip an episode without acting fake, without acting extra. You full of shit, and I ain't got time for it. So Mariah sitting with Toya, talking with her, talking about, oh, I need to admit. No, not I need to admit, because we know this bitch will never admit to shit. I need these ladies to admit that Quad was wrong and that what she doing is just wrong. I got my test results and everything. Bitch, don't nobody care about them fake ass test results that you done conjured up. We don't care about that. Okay, the lady said she saw you sniffing that shit, and that's what it is. Okay, she said what she said, and what she said was no bullshit. Okay, she saw you. Okay. So, girl, you need to quit. And Mariah, you're ignorant to me because you want approval from people that don't even like you. All these ladies do not like her. The only people that like her, I think Toya is kind of tolerating her. I think it's something within Toya, because Toya a damn fool too. But Toya is just trying to be a friend. You know, that whole thing. But it's something in Toya to tell me she know this bitch is lying. Okay? She go pretend that she ain't. But she know. Jackie don't see it for this bitch. Because like I told y'all, she see that she full of shit. And she is. Simone is sick of her whining about it. So now she trying to, lend the ear. Contessa is out of it heavily. They don't care for Mariah. Girl, you lost, okay? Take that L, girl. Y'all, I'm eating me a Nutrageous. This is my favorite candy bar. So if you hear me crunching, honey, that is what it is, okay? So Jackie got this idea to get all these heifers together so they can put on masks and reveal themselves at their dinner at this damn barn. Girl, you could have saved you some coins with these heifers. They are not in the mood for change. They are not trying to move forward. Jackie, all of this sound nice, but it's the right idea with the wrong bitches. I'm just saying. So we at the barn. I thought it looked kind of nice to be a barn. The table was set really nicely and some good food on the table. I thought all the ladies looked really nice. Everybody had their little mask on. I'm thinking it's going to be a good time. But no, these heifers got to ruin it. So the ladies is sipping on their drinks. They going on a little tour of the barn, So one of the ladies is serving Toya and Contessa, and I guess her name was Tovan. And then Toya was like, oh, that's one of my ex's name before my husband. And Contessa was like, oh, boy or girl? And she was like, boy. Look, and I'm looking at Contessa like, why you always trying to bring up the ladies? Do y'all remember last season when Contessa was like, well, you could, was that this season or last season? I know she said to Quad, well, you could date women too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm looking like Contessa. Is you gay? Is you bisexual? What's going on, girlie? Do tell, honey. Scott is a fine man, honey, but do you want to test the waters, honey? Do you want a little dip in the lady pond? Because you sure be heading off that way. Now, she said she done had girl crushes on Angela Bassett, Felicia Rashad. Now, I've never heard of anybody having a crush on Felicia Rashad. I mean, of course, she's a beautiful woman, but you don't see Claire Huxtable that way, honey, unless you Contessa. But, honey, you ain't heard it from me. Toya shared that, she had a colorful sex life, before, she got with Eugene. So I guess she used to hook up with women. I could see it. That bitch ain't fooling nobody. She would do the same shit now. So the ladies are going to taste some appetizers, all throughout their little meal, So everything is going good, Toya is pretty much saying that she loves the fact that ain't nobody crying, and they are all learning to, respond and, not react. And they pretty much got that from Jackie. Jackie thanks them, and I said, well, everything is going a little too good. And here come that motherfucker Simone. Simone always has to just fuck up the moment. Girl, just keep your mouth shut, Simone. But here goes Simone. So Simone begins speaking, and she's just like, the shit that's going on between Mariah and Quad is just so disappointing. It's disgusting. It's making me sick. And y'all see how Quad ends up looking at Simone like, bitch, I need you to stay on out of this. I really, you guys, don't think it's any of the ladies' business. I get that what's going on between Quad and Mariah does affect the group. I get it. It does feel like a black cloud. And, that can make people feel uncomfortable. I get it. But at the same time, you guys need to kind of learn to stay out of their friendship, okay? Because, Simone, there was shit that Quad seen, and she shouldn't have to take that back because of how you feel and how you trying to feel towards Mariah because you feel sorry for her. I feel like Simone and Toya, they feel sorry for Mariah. That's kind of why they paying her attention and being cool with her. Okay? That's what it is. I like what Contessa said in her confessional. She said pretty much when it came to Simone, she was just like, so Simone brings up the fact that Quad and Mariah haven't been getting along, and they've been friends for all these years, over 20 something years, I don't know, and you expect them to just resolve all their issues within that amount of time. It's not going to happen. You can't expect that. And if it was that easy, Simone, then they would have already did that. And they didn't do that because it's not that simple. And like I said, we have to in life, you guys, learn to stay out of stuff. Learn to know what's our place, what's not our place, and if you haven't been there for their whole friendship, Simone, you need to shut your motherfucking mouth. Because you go cry and storm off. She go cry in the car. She storms off. Quad and Contessa, all of them follow her in the bathroom. And she telling Quad, well, I've been knowing Mariah since 2004, and I just don't know about no drugs, honey. I don't know. You can't tell people what they saw. And Quad stood in her shit once again, and I like that, She said, I said what I said because that's what I saw. And I'm not coming up off of that. And I am Team Quad when it comes to that. Like how you gonna tell somebody what they seen? Just because you want to baby this fucking manipulator, this liar, this deceiver who we call Mariah, no. Hopefully Mariah learns this season to keep her motherfucking mouth shut. And don't come for people if you don't want people to come for you. It's that simple. You got skeletons in your closet too. Now they're being brought out and you don't like it, but now you got to deal with it because you started this shit first. Okay? Heavenly is just like, I don't get why all these bitches had to get up from the table. Do they gotta pee? I ain't gotta pee, so I'm gonna sit right here at the table. I said, girl, you is crazy. So, Toya, you need to know your motherfucking place too, because right now you looking stupid trying to get everybody to see Mariah's test results. So she at the table telling Heavenly, well, you said that you had believed what Quad said about Mariah being on them drugs. Heavenly got her ass up. I don't want nothing to do with this. Loved it. Get out of that. She ain't got nothing to do with that. All of this got to do with Mariah and Quad. Okay? Stop trying to defend somebody's so-called good name. Let their good name speak for itself. Obviously it doesn't, because this bitch keep trying to prove and prove and prove she ain't did no drugs. Next, Toya try to come at Dr. Jackie. Well, could you at least look at the test results? See, you're begging. When you begin to beg people to do things, you just making yourself look desperate, look pitiful, look stupid. You need to let it go. Jackie's kind of glanced at it and handed Mariah the results. She said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't want to be the judge and the jury of this situation. And like I told you all, on a deeper level, Jackie is a lot more mature than these women. So she sees the shit that Mariah is doing, the manipulating. I told y'all what she told Contessa. Nothing that I do ever comes out right with Mariah because Mariah just doesn't like her. And that's how it is with people that don't like us. No matter what we say and do, we always end up in a bad way with them because that is their intention, just not to like us. And that's fine. I think Jackie has accepted that. Mariah storms her ass off because once again, all that begging and pleading ain't working. Gets her ass up in the bus, start flirting with the guy, asking him about Game of Thrones. And, oh, you like me sitting up in the front seat with you. Girl, bye. Sit your ass down. is in the bathroom talking with Simone. I need you to understand, we just not gonna be friends again. I got my lines, she got her lines. I'm not trying to press her boundaries. I don't want her pressing mine. And y'all just need to understand, we just not gonna be friends. And Quad is right. You can't make people be friends and get over the past, I think a lot of lines were drawn in that friendship. And I don't see them ever being cool. They could coexist, but I think they need to leave each other alone. Seriously. So Simone is talking like she understands. Do I think she really understands? No, but whatever. So they didn't get to eat their dinner because all this shit that Simone did cause, So Contessa brings on the bus. All the ladies are back on the bus. They get ready to head home. Contessa was like, we don't leave food on no table where I'm from. So she bring all this food that's packed up for the ladies. Everybody's excited. So the ladies are getting ready, the next day to tour a church in Savannah. And it has a lot of has a big historical background. I think Contessa had brought up the fact that, we all are alive and, we got certain freedoms that our ancestors didn't have. And that is amazing when you really look back at how a lot of our ancestors were slaves, and they can only imagine, to have the type of life that we have. And, it's the life that we all take for granted, being able to work where we want to work, date who we want to date. We still have some issues in the world. There's still colorism and racism, but not as bad. And it's still bad, you guys, in my opinion, but it's not as bad as it was, for our ancestors who were slaves and, all going through all the stuff that they were going through. Wow, so I had no idea that our ancestors, helped build that church that they are sitting in. Wow, look at this shit that they were able to get done back in the day. And you could barely get black people these days to come together without people having ego trips, being selfish and needing all this damn attention. It's just ridiculous. We have a lot that we could definitely learn from our ancestors, Wow. So Jackie has all the ladies, say their testimony about the trip and, what it meant to them. Quad goes first. Everybody is praying that Quad can hurry up because y'all know Quad dramatic as hell. She could do a whole monologue, honey. But she get to saying all the stuff she went through, with her divorce and how it's been a tough year, but she's still standing and, she has made it through and, she's happy the ladies have been there for her, that's until next episode when she thanks her sister circle ladies. I caught that shade, girl. And all your little friends is at your little, what is it, a book launch or something? And all the Married to Medicine ladies go be there and she only go thank the sister circle ladies. I can't wait to see how that play out, girl. Ha! So I'm not going to go through each one, you guys, but you guys get the drift of, what happened. Each lady said what they were thankful for and, they're humbled to be in this church that our ancestors have built. And, they know that life comes with ups and downs but they don't want to say or do anything to each other that would take anybody down. Now, see, y'all be saying shit and then you be doing the shit. I mean, come on, make it make sense. So the ladies are back from their trip and we got Simone. She's with a patient. And then we got Heavenly. She's with her daughter, Laura. This girl is just getting older. She's so cute. They showed all the scenes from when she was younger, on this show. So cute. So first off, honey, Heavenly is in Alora's room and Alora don't want Heavenly in there, honey. She's like, why are you in here? And Heavenly was like, girl, your clothes was with my clothes and my closet. I had to bring you your clothes to put them in your closet. Then, she asked her what's going on in school and Alora is just like, nothing, mommy. Jeez. They talk about boys and how boys, be wanting to buy Alora stuff. She said, yeah, they buy me stuff. I say thank you. And Heavenly was like, well, no, thank you. And she was like, no, I don't say that, mommy. Heavenly keep trying to get that girl away from the boys. Child heavily get to asking this girl what she want to eat for dinner and do you want to watch a movie. Allura's like no, and then she told Allura, well, you need to pay for dinner. She's snatching up stuff from out of her room. You know, typical parent stuff, being overbearing with the child. Heavily said that her mom was overbearing with her, so I think that their relationship is really cute and funny. The last scene is the last scene. And we got Eugene and Toya and Aiden and Mariah. I wish y'all could see the look on my motherfucking face. These two jokers. That damn Aiden and Mariah, they are one hell of a couple, I'll tell you that. But anyways, they get to talking about, you know, Eugene, he says, oh, well, Aiden and Mariah, they like to travel, and we both got our parents to young kids. You know, I guess he trying to figure out what they got in common, but man, save that shit. You sitting with a liar, and you sitting here with a simp. A liar and a simp. He don't do nothing but what that woman tell him to do, okay? But anyways, Mariah get to talking about her test results, how Jackie didn't want to look at them. Nobody wanted to look at them. Nobody wanted to believe her. Girl, shut your damn mouth up. I'm so sick of hearing you whining and begging and looking for attention, Lakeisha. Whatever your damn name is. I'm so sick of this heifer. And Toya chiming in, trying to have her back. Eugene looked at the results. Well, this is really credible. And oh my God, they didn't want to see this, and this is credible. And, you know, no matter what, you know, sometimes people, you know, he tried to tell Mariah, sometimes people just believe what they want to believe, you know, no matter what. And Mariah was just like, yeah, but it's not right. Girl, stop looking for acceptance from people that don't like you. They don't see it for you, bitch. I don't see it for you. You got some fans. To me, they crazy as hell too, because it's just like, I see the shit you do, and you be doing too much. You be lying, you be gaslighting, you manipulative with this whole situation, trying to make everybody, trying to force feed us into believing your truth over Quad's. Quad says she seen what she seen. It is what it is. You need to move the fuck on along. You cannot make people believe your side of the story. Okay? It's done. It's a wrap. So I don't believe them damn test results, you guys. That was pretty much the episode. Get down in the comments. Let me know how you felt about the episode. Episode was a little dry. It was alright. You know, it didn't really give me my life, but it's cool. I can't wait for Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's my show. But Married to Medicine, they my girls. I love them, but episode was a little dry. All right, you guys, I am your girl, brand new. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out later.